What's up, my peoples? It's your girl Misha. Welcome back to my channel. I'm driving, so if I'm looking straight, it's because I got to look on the road. Today I want to talk about it. Let's talk about it. I know on my page you're going to hear a lot of things about enemies, because this is what God's delivered me from. He's delivered me from household enemies, family enemies, friends enemies, attacks, witchcraft, poison. So that's why you're going to hear about it a lot on my channel. But I'm here driving. I just done food shopping for my house. And God's saying to me, Michelle, celebrate. Celebrate. He keeps on showing me balloons. I keep seeing balloons everywhere. And you know balloons is part of celebration, isn't it? He's telling me celebrate because I've won the victory. It's already finished. People who is attacking me, my enemies, I know them. I know every single one of them. And what they've done is they're attacking me, but they've teamed up with people that I don't even speak to no more, and that they don't even like. So your enemies will team up with people that they don't even like to fight against you. There's so many of them against you, one, but you're one man standing. They see you standing alone in the natural realm, okay, in the physical realm, in physical body. They don't see you with any friends, any followers, anything. They see you by yourself. So they think, yeah, we've got her, we've got him, they're weak. They don't know in the spiritual realm we have Jesus Christ of Nazareth and an entourage of angels protecting us from the back and protecting us from the front. Because when the children of Israel, the Israelites, left Egypt, God put a pillar of cloud over them, and he put an angel to guide them in front and to guide them in back, and he separated the light from the day and darkness, and he separated them from the Egyptians, so that the Egyptians came so close. Your enemy can come so close to your face. My enemy has come so close to my face and can't do nothing, can't even open up their mouth. Their tongues get tongue tied, they can't even speak right in front of my face. And he was showing me, you know, back in the day you got a spring toy. I got one at home I'm going to show you, but it's like a spring. All right, you know, in a battery, you know, like anything that you buy that takes battery, like a light or anything, it's got like a spring, and it tells you to put the batteries in certain positions, like the add and the takeaway. It's a spring, man. So if you put it down like that, it jumps back up again. But they got toy ones out here, so you put it on the floor and it kind of folds over. I wonder if you understand what I'm saying. I'm gonna put a picture up. He showed me that, but it was a tent. So it was a spring thing, but it's got like a mesh over it, like a tent, like a net. And he showed me, oh, sometimes when you go to these water parks, they got that big massive bubble, and you go inside the bubble, but you can't stand up in it. Every time you stand up, you fall down. Every time you stand up, you fall down. Every time you stand up, you fall down and you roll. That's what he's showing me, that the witches, our enemies are witches. The sorcerers that they go to and our enemies are like that. Every time they put a spell on us, it drops, and it's gonna go back on them. So they're gonna keep dropping, falling. And not only that, I told you, when God speaks to me, he confirms his word through put my phone on vibrate, through objects or signs and stuff like that. He showed me a cartoon. It was the evil princess. I wonder if I can put a clip. I'm gonna try and put the clip of it on YouTube. You must go and watch it. He's showing me a princess. I can't remember the storyline properly, but basically this princess needed help. No, this witch was jealous of the princess and she needed help. So her spells were not working, so she went to a higher ranking witch, and then she found out it was her cousin. This is my sister, I know. Keep your mouth shut, Michelle. Anyway, she went to a higher ranking witch because her spells couldn't work. Okay, and then that witch, that higher ranking witch, her spells couldn't work, so they went to another higher ranking witch. So there's 3 witches now teaming up to do one spell on one person. These people, your enemies, they team up. So many people fighting you. These demons are jumping into people. People attack you on the road that you don't even know. Okay, and in the end, the princess, I can't remember the storyline, man. The princess got help. She made a wish, and the angel came, and the angel sent for a sea angel. A sea angel came up and chained up the 3 witches, put them in a block of ice and chained it up. And the witches were saying, you may have got away now, but when they come back, you won't be able to get away. So So they're in ice and it's chained up. But I was thinking, yeah, God, how does that make sense? Because it's ice and the ice is going to make it away, and then the chains are going to be thinking, right? God was like, you'll be long gone. By then you'll have your tribe. You won't be a one man standing. There'll be loads of you. Maybe your husband, your wife. Where two or three are gathered, it's better than one, innit? So you'll have your tribe with you. But you have to overcome these low level demons by yourself, because the higher you go, they're going to attack you more and more and more, especially when you get your wealth and your riches and your promised land. They're going to attack you more and more and more. So basically he was saying, I'm going to put the video in, and I want you to go and watch it on YouTube. You understand what I'm saying? It's deep, and it will be confirmation to you. Okay, so you watch that. And he's been just showing me lots of cartoons and stuff. I'm not a cartoon person. I don't watch TV. I haven't watched the news or TV, actual TV, from 2013. I only watch my phone, YouTubes and sermons, okay? Preaching and gospels and stuff like that. Listen to gospel music. I don't watch TV at all. If I hear of anything on the news, it's from TikTok, okay? When I'm strolling out here, what's going on. Then he showed me, help me, Holy Spirit. And so he showed me Princess and the Frog. And she had a dream. Her dad passed away. It was a dream of opening up a restaurant. Her dad had that dream, I think, and she had a dream, and her dad passed away, but she kept holding on to the dream. But there was a spell that was cast on a frog, and the frog needed to kiss her to come alive, okay? And she holding on to that dream. When she kissed the frog, she turned into a frog. So all of this confusions and all of this blockage and things that come in her way of her dream and her vision, but she still hold on to the dream, because the Bible says in Habakkuk 2, write the vision down, though it tarries, it shall come to pass. You may look at that. I don't know if you can see that way over there. It says kings. God's been showing me kings a lot as well. The word kings, I'll put it up. It will come to pass. God's gonna make it come to pass. I forgot the Bible verse, but in the end, she kissed the prince, she got married, and the spell came off of the prince, and she got her dream job. She got her her restaurant. Plus he was there to help her. So help is coming on the way. They can't do nothing. The only people that can stop you is you, by making yourself stagnant, by being disobedient and not doing what God's telling you to do. And you still can't stop it. You can just prolong it from happening. Because the children of Egypt, it took them 40 years on an 11-day trip. 40 years to leave Egypt. 4 years in the wilderness. A trip that only took them 11 years. And plus, God took them the long way around, because he knew that things like what's going on with us would happen, and we'll turn back. Go back to the familiar, go back to what you know. But you're too close now. Anytime you're seeing spiritual attacks and all chaos in your life, just know there's a massive blessing coming. Massive blessing coming. I got testimonies. I'm gonna testimonies are coming. I need everybody to please subscribe to my YouTube and to follow me on TikTok, because I need my followers to come up, not only just for followers, but so that the word, people can hear the word, and so that I can go live. I've got testimonies and so much things God's telling me to do, that I need help from my brothers and sisters. Even though I'm not worrying, God will make it happen in the right time. But I want to go live, because if you realize my videos are long, they're not just short words, and I read from the Bible, and I want to get things out. But sometimes it'd be nice to go live to interact with people, because sometimes people just like the video and they don't comment. But if you interact with me and get to know me, it's better that way. So please subscribe to my YouTube channel, the link is in the bio, and like and follow me on Instagram. So basically the words for today is the witches, they've already lost the battle, man. They keep checking up on you to see if the spell's been done, and when they find out the spell's not done, it irritates them. They get mad. And the thing is, I've told my enemies, stop wasting your money on these warlocks, on the Obia man, on evil. Save your money. Put your money down aside and save it. Because when you take your money to these sorcerers, okay, they see us in the spiritual realm and they can see the light, and we're protected. There's only a certain amount of things God will allow them to do, because they need permission, okay? And they're not going to tell you that. They're just going to continue to take your money. And when you go to these witches and warlocks, sometimes the fee is so high, they're telling you to pay in installments. And you're paying in installments and you're doing all kind of evil to get the money. When that money could have been put down for some kind of business, for your children's future. And you're just making yourself broke after you work a 9 to 5 or you work so hard to hustle the money. Because they know that the spell's not going to work. And the thing is, the spells that they're putting out is going to come back on you. And on them. And sometimes they just take your money, they're not even putting out the work. Because they can see in the spiritual realm, don't touch. And don't do it. Because when Saul went to the medium to raise Samuel from the dead, she said, why have you told me to do this? Who is this you told me to call up? She could see the light. And she was scared. So when they're looking into it and they see us, they know we're covered by fire. They see the fire. There's angels. Even when you look on YouTube and you see ex-witches and warlocks, they will tell you about the spiritual realm, how they fast and prayed and what the devil wants them to do and how they cannot touch us. And we're covered in oil, and how powerful our prayers are and stuff like that. But because our enemies have taken our people, they've done these spells and it's unalive people. But these people that they've unalive are worldly people that smoke, drinks, have sex, do sin. They're not covered under God. They're not under Psalms 91. So it's worked. So because it's worked on them, they think it's going to work on you. But it's not going to work on you. Because we have authority to bind and to loose. Bind and loose, chain up, rebuke and loose these spells. Our tongue is powerful. In the beginning, God spoke, let there be light, let there be this, let there be that, let there be man. He breathed the breath of life. So what we speak out of our mouth has power, because greater is he that's in us than he that's in the world. So they're going to keep going. They're going to get tired. There's nobody in the Bible that's been defeated by their enemies that I know of and that I've read. Not one. Not even Jesus. They ganged up on Jesus. They killed Jesus and he conquered the death. He conquered death. He's alive today in spirit. And we are all spirits in a body, which is the temple of God. Make it make sense. They're not going to give up. My enemies, they hate me with a passion. And you know the funny thing is, I haven't done anything to them. I haven't done anything to them. But they've done to me. They've used me and abused me and cheated on me, given me sexual transmitted diseases, stole from me. But because I've stand up now, because one time when I was bound, I was under their spell, they could do all this stuff for me. For years, they've been doing it. But because I've seen the light, God's taken me out of the pit. God's taken me out of Egypt, taken me out of the matrix. They can't handle it. But they turned on me at the wrong time. Because God hid me. God's hidden you. And now when they go to these witches and the warlocks and they see our future, because God will give them a pinch of it, there's no access, because we've closed off all access, all portholes, they cannot get into us. And it's eating them alive. And just like Judas, they're Judases, they sold us out. They sold us out for money. Even Judas felt bad, he tried to take the money back. These people are trying to tell the witches and warlocks don't do no more spells and stuff. But it's a demon, it's a very jealous spirit inside them, and it's going to take them to the grave. They're evil, they're wicked people, they're jealous of you. And jealousy is a wicked thing, because Cain and Abel, they will kill you, they will try to take you out, they want you dead. They think when they kill you and want you dead, yeah, they can take over your destiny, what's meant for you. And it's not going to work, because God gives what's for you is for you. These people have their own purpose, but they don't want to do the work. They don't want to put in the work, spend the time with God, read the Bible, fast, pray, go through the pruning and the shaping. They just want the gifts. That's why Satan will give you what you want. He'll give it to you fast. It will come fast. But you see, with God, it's hard, because God will say no for your own good. But when the promise comes, you're going to be trained and ready and anchored. It's permanent, it's eternal. Satan uses you, then spits you out when you don't have no use for him. And that's what Satan's doing with them now. Because now they feel bad and they feel sorry and they want to come back and they can't come back. Because they've done too much. They've done too much and God showed you and warned you. And he's not going to allow you to make them come back. Listen to me, if you take those people back, if you open up the door and make those people come back, they're going to finish you off dead. They're going to kill you. Finito. That's what they want to do. They're they're very sneaky. They're going to try and... The reason these people are lucky that, especially the men, the relationships, they're even lucky that you looked at them twice. It's their mouth, their sweet words, the snake came in and tempted Eve in the garden. It's the spirit that they had on them, because you didn't have the knowledge and wisdom that you had now. It's their sweet mouth that got you, because when you look at them now, you won't give them a chance. They're nowhere in your league. You're above them, and that's what's bunning them. They want to be above you. They want to be above you, not knowing that when you met them they had nothing. It's because of you, them being connected to you, why they have what they have. And now God has taken them away, and God's spirit has left them. Look how they look. Just look into their eyes and see the blackness and the demons in them. It's sad, it's sad, it's sad, it's sad. Anyway, today's word is: your enemies have been defeated and you've got the victory. Shout hallelujah. Thanks for listening. Please subscribe, share and like.